Hey, what's up, guys? We are back at it again to show you the best Goblin delivery deck in Clash Royale. So, they could have just called it the Mortar Evolution Challenge, but they decided to go and call it the Goblin Delivery. They wanted to trick us. They wanted to make us feel like it's unique. We've definitely played the Mortar Evolution if you guys have spent money or you've, decided to hold on your shards and then evolve the Mortar. However, it's cool that you can play these challenges and test out the decks and test out, do I want to evolve Mortar or not? If you like Mortar as a win condition, or you like Hog Rider, or you like Miner, it's a phenomenal card to evolve. Very cool in bait decks as well. And it's even good at Three Musketeers at the top of the ladder. It's weird. It's filtering its way into a lot of different decks. So let's show you the best one. Specifically, Mortar is going to get countered very easily by Earthquake, because no matter where you drop the Mortar, unless you're pushing your opponent's units to the other side, and you're dropping a Mortar in the other side, the Mortar won't be able to pull the Hog Rider unless you push the Hog Rider with units. So every single time you can use an Earthquake and kill the Mortar if they're able to pull the Hog Rider with the Mortar. Basically, Earthquake is the best counter in the game to Mortar, and then maybe Cannon Cart and Archer Queen are decent as well. But for all intents and purposes, since we're going to be spamming a lot of Earthquakes with the 3-card cycle of Mighty Miner and Ice Spirit Log and Goblins, spending 5 elixir to get back to an Earthquake, there's no way anyone can keep up with us. If this becomes meta, and this is the strongest deck in the game right now, currently with Hog Rider, Earthquake, and then Mortar. It's even played by Muhammad Light at the World Finals. He won the World Championship with this deck. This is one of the decks he played. Obviously not with the Mortar Evolution, but without the Mortar Evolution, this is the deck that he played. And now with the Mortar Evolution, it became better. If you don't end up having Mighty Miner and you want to play this in regular game modes, I would highly encourage you guys to run Valkyrie. You can also run Royal Delivery or Knight, but Valkyrie is way better because you're going to have splash damage, and you have the splash damage of the Mighty Miner bomb, but since you're going to be removing that, you kind of want Valkyrie, and that works out. But in this challenge and this event, because everyone has every card available, I would run Mighty Miner, and there's no excuses because you just go into the challenge, you build a deck from there, and then you can build anything. But yeah. Great deck. You can go in for Hog Riders, or you can go in for Mortars as your win condition. You can break through buildings that are distracting your Mortar and your Hog Rider with the Earthquake, so then you can lock onto the tower. And you can just spam Musketeers and Ice Spirits on defense, and Mighty Miners. Ice Spirit plus Mighty Miner pretty much shreds everything in the game. And it's just really cool to be able to spam a lot of Musketeers so you don't get bad matchups even against Lava Hound. You kind of only need the Musketeer if you play it really, really well. Anyway, we're going to be jumping into the action, and the one change that I would make for the future is if everyone's running this deck, you would prefer to have Skeletons, so you have a quicker card cycle, you log your opponent's Goblins, and then, you're going to have a quicker card cycle, you can get back to Hog Riders and Mortars before your opponent. That's just one thing that I wanted to talk about really quick. If everyone adopts this deck, if everyone runs this deck, then the best thing that you could do is go and play Skeletons. Let's get right into the action and play this and show you guys what's up. Also, hopefully everyone's having an amazing day. Really appreciate everyone taking the time to be here. Yeah, this guy's going to have Goblins as expected. I think that a lot of people are going to be running this deck. If you drop your Ice Spirit in the Mortar, in the middle, the Mortar is going to miss. And yeah, he's actually running the exact same deck that I was talking about earlier, the one that I'm playing. I would have been better off dropping Goblins there. My Mighty Miner is deferring backwards, and he's very slow. What a methodical sir. Anyway, the cool thing about this is I can go in for a Hog Rider. Oh, maybe he doesn't have the card cycle that I have. Yeah, I'm going to go and click the bomb right now because I want to be able to blast the Goblins to bits so then they can't kill my Hog Rider. I think I won the game already. Wow. What a decisive victory already, guys. We're going to Earthquake here. We're going to activate King Tower with the Firecracker. And life is looking good. Life was already looking good, guys. I've been having a pretty good time. I've been chilling with my family, my mom. Important to have that family bonding time when you don't get to see your parents as you get older and older. I don't know. There's like a curve that I saw on Twitter where it showed how time with family was really, really high when you're younger, and then it decreases, and then time alone and time with significant others increase as you get older. So that was kind of crazy how life just changes always. Anyway, we're having a great time in life, and we're having a good time in this game, so it couldn't be that much better than that. They go for a Hog Rider here. We are able to finish off his Firecracker, and I think that the Hog Rider gets one hit on the... Oh, the Mighty Miner got reset. He dropped it in the wrong spot, much like me. I guess a lot of people aren't very familiar. Let's log this so he doesn't get the Mighty Miner bomb. Nice. I bet you he's working for that. He's going to go Goblins. I'm not going to make a prediction because I can't really do anything. I could win Ice Spirit, but I don't even know if the Ice Spirit would have given me damage. So generally in this mirror matchup, what you want to do is you want to cycle Mighty Miner in the back. So it gives you the 3-card cycle. And if you're unaware and you're not knowing what a 3-card cycle is, the Mighty Miner can't be cycled multiple times in Clash Royale. And because of that reason, then it's going to allow you to, or it forces you to cycle to other cards. force is kind of a strong word because you would prefer to cycle the other cards instead of cycling another Mighty Miner. You're able to go in for a Hog Rider again, where you're able to drop cards that your opponent is going to struggle to defend because they're not going to be able to get back to their answers in time. That's one of the reasons why it's so good. Also, as you can see, having Earthquake in this deck is great because it removes the buildings that your opponent's going to be dropping, so then they have less distractions. I love the fact that, well, I also hate the fact that it it shoots a Goblin. It's so funny. It's so derpy, and it's so good. But yeah, this is a dominant W. Everyone that we're going to be playing against today is going to be around like a top 2,000 in the world player, or at least Ultimate Champion players, because of my skill level. And it's like kind of skill-based matchmaking, so it matches you into people that are around the same level as you. So if you guys didn't know, when you're playing the event and not the challenge, you're going to be playing people around your similar skill level. So for me, we'll be playing against pretty good players. GG, and well played to him, and we'll jump on to the next one. You look tired? Ah, dude, I always look tired whenever people say that. If you comment under eye circles or something like that. I just have genetic under eye circles, and that's the way I look, man. I got a lot of sleep. I had a great day yesterday, and if anything, I'm more refreshed than ever. I did work really hard the past couple days, so maybe my under eye circles are more pronounced than normal, but I'm still having a really fun time in life. I saw Mr. Beast video, and I think you were in it. Yeah, I was. It was like donating to Fortnite streamers, and yeah, you donated me $100. I drove for 5 hours yesterday. Dude, hopefully, you know, you can relax today. Driving for 5 hours takes a lot of grit and determination. You never really know what people are going to do on the road, so it's always scary for me. Like, dude, sometimes I see people driving on the wrong side of the road, and I'm like, wait, what? I also had some girl that I feel like just started driving because she ended up having student driver on the back. She just, so, you know, on green lights, when you're turning left on a green light, it's not actually, it's a yield, right? It's a yield. You can't just go on a green light. You kind of have to wait. She did not wait. She just saw the green light and went. I'm just like, you can't do that. But yeah, it was a yield on left unless explicitly expressed. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Or sad at the same time. I'm like, well, you know, if I wasn't paying attention, if I was just slightly more tired, that could have been awful. It's always important to have that type of, recognition. Ooh, okay, wait, this could be tough. This could be challenging. This guy's got minion horde. Oh no. Wait, is that Ice Spirit able to completely clean up? No way. I think I'm gonna take a bunch of damage, but it might be worth it. Guys, let me know in the chat. I don't know if it was that worth. Also, I love his deck as well for this challenge. I think running Minion Horde and then also Cannon Cart might be extremely smart in the challenge. So I just want to clarify that really quick. His deck is phenomenal in this challenge as well, and I will show it at the end. I don't know if it's going to be as good at the highest levels of play, but at my level of play and most people's play, because you guys are probably not going to be top 1,000 in the world, I think that our deck is just a great investment to spend time into learning. So, I don't know. I think that both decks work pretty well. I'm going to click the bomb here, so I'm going to get some extra damage on the tower. Musketeer locks and loads. Oh, man. Probably Minion Hordes here. I bet you Minion Hordes. What is he doing? Oh, he gave up. Well, I guess we've already collected all of our maximum event tokens. Maybe this guy's donating to us. You know, like sometimes people donate money. This guy's donating all of the new pass stuff for us. He's wanting us to collect all the season tokens. Why not 3 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, so I stream a little bit earlier sometimes. I try to get these streams out for the events as early as I possibly can. That's how I wanted to go. So if I can get this event out earlier, then obviously people that are going to jump into it or jump into the challenge, I want to get it out as early as it possibly happens. So whenever an event happens in the game, you guys can count on me doing that as the first time it happens. So as soon as you see the event, you'll know that I'll have a video or a live stream on my channel right here within, I don't know, like 12 hours. It will be first day. First day. As soon as I'm up, there will always be a live stream or a video on it. So I wanted to make sure that you guys aren't left in the dark without the best deck. And I also kind of feel like if it's a challenge, the earlier you are, the better it is. It's always Magic Archer. Magic Archer is not that good in this at all, man. Magic Archer dies to Earthquake plus Log if you didn't know. Why is this guy so mad? He's so angry. Bro, it's just a game. Calm down, man. Watch any shows? I haven't watched any shows recently. In fact, one of the main things that I'm trying to work on is I'm actually really wanting to travel a little bit more, so I don't necessarily have as much time for that. I've been trying to prioritize spending time with my loved ones and also try to get ahead so I can start to travel. And really, I like playing Clash Royale more than watching shows. I do end up watching the new Jujutsu Kaisen, and sometimes I will watch anime, like once in a while. Sometimes I watch shows like, I don't know, what did I watch? I watched Beef recently. That was quite good. Oh, he missed the earthquake. Wow, that's kind of bad. He should have dropped his earthquake here, and it was able to hit the tower and also hit that. So right here, that would have hit the mortar. You can't drop a mortar right here as high up as possible and fully evade the earthquake if they do the most optimal placement. But this guy wasn't ready. Mute this guy? Yeah, I got you. You guys, I'm not going to torture y'all. I'm not going to torture y'all. Tag dresses fancier when streaming than my job office one. I know this looks like a sweaty tryhard. Oh, guys, I'm a professional. I'm a professional streamer. I usually like looking good, and I like just feeling good, but today is my girlfriend's birthday, so I'm dressed up a little bit more to celebrate that. Oh, wow. I dropped the goblins, but they didn't spawn in. All right, let's see if he's still angry after that one. You guys think he's still angry? You think he's still a not so happy, sir? I feel like he's very furious. What's he gonna do after we take his tower? But yeah, I wanted to dress up a little bit more today just to make sure that we can celebrate the occasion. He's gonna pre-log, so I'm gonna drop my goblins afterward. I drop my ice spirit because the ice spirit jumps. Even if he logs, the ice spirit will still come down in time. I'm gonna start going. Yeah, so see, he's still angry. He's still angry. I was waiting for his emote, and then I muted him again, just to prove to y'all. He's gonna go in for a mortar. So do we pre-earthquake the mortar just to flex? No, it didn't work. Wait, did we slow it down so that our mortar? How's our mortar still alive? How's our mortar out here? Wait, we can cycle another one? This is just domination. This is just straight up domination in every regard. This was not even close. So if you guys are wondering why I love this deck so much and why I've played it as much, it works in regular game modes extremely well as well. So if you guys want to go and check out the comment section, check out the pinned comment after this video or live stream is published. Check out the pinned comment. There's going to be a full video on the best Mortar Evolution deck and how to play it. And spoiler alert, it's this deck. So you guys will see a full-length video, me playing against top 100 to top 200 players in the world. And I actually ended up beating someone that had over 3,000 medals at the end of the season. And he was like a top 100 player. And I'm like, how did I beat you? It was all thanks to this deck. So check out the pinned comment. There's going to be a full video showing how to play this deck and against the top players in the world. So this deck works really, really well in the challenge that you're seeing right now, but it's also the best Mortar Evolution deck in Clash Royale. Yo, congrats. You always have to look spiffy, though. Yeah, dude, it makes me feel better, you know? It makes me feel better when I feel like I'm looking better. You know, when you're in a dirty apartment and it's not clean, it's hard to mentally be in a good frame of mind. I feel like whenever I'm not taking care of myself, I'm also not feeling up to par, whether it's like I'm not working out, I'm not eating well, I'm not looking good or feeling confident in myself. I don't know if that's too much info or if you guys even care about that, but yeah, whenever that happens, generally I'm just not in my best frame of mind. I'm not as productive and I'm not the person I want to be. So, you know, dressing better makes me feel better. I don't know about you guys. It's something that's definitely helped me out. Is this today's video and stream? Yeah, it is. I'm not going to be streaming super hardcore today. As I said, today is my girlfriend's birthday, so I want to make sure that I get to spend as much time as I can with her and fully appreciate and enjoy the day, you know? That's why when she's sleeping right now, I got up early, and I was going to stream this anyway early, but I streamed even earlier. So SirTag, do you have any tips? Tips for what? Yeah, just let me know. Why are you so cringy? Well, the cool thing is, man, like, there's different things that you like in life. If you don't like me, hopefully you find someone that you like, bro. That's, I think, the beautiful thing about YouTube. There are so many different content creators. There's so many different people. And, yeah, I like talking about what I like, and I like talking to the people I like as well. And if you don't like me, there's no hard feelings. You live together? No, we don't live together. We don't live together. We live in the same apartment complex, but, candidly, like, for instance, you know, I'm just real with y'all. If we ended up breaking up or anything like that, or if anything ended up happening, it's nice to have a different apartment when you're not married. It's just like, you know, it's really scary. I know that some of my friends, like during 2020 when everyone was stuck inside, right? They ended up having a relationship that they didn't really love, and they ended up staying together and being forced to because they ended up living together and there was nothing they could do about it, right? So I think living together, at least, I don't know, it's just a little bit scarier for me, at least. Like, I don't really want to live together with anyone until, like, I am very, very committed in the relationship. And I am right now. Like, I love her, and we've been doing really well for 2 years. So, you know, I'm pretty happy about that. But just to be candid with you guys, I don't know. I feel like living together, at least from my experience, it's always a little bit scary. How could you hate SirTag? Well, here's the thing. If you don't know me and you can't text me, I think Tom Holland said this and other people said this. I fully agree with it. If you don't know me, there's no reason to actually hate me. At most, you could dislike my content, or you could dislike how I talk or whatever, or my edits or anything, right? But I don't think that many people hate me. I think that most people are just upset when they're projecting about something, or they just dislike my content, which is totally fine. You know, everyone likes different things. I think the person that said cringy, he probably just doesn't like my content. I don't think he hates me or anything like that. It'd be, you know, in his words, cringe to hate someone that you don't even know. At least that's my understanding. Whenever I dislike content or I dislike someone, personally, I just stay away from them. That's how I roll. How old are you, by the way? I'm 26. You're so knowledgeable about the game and life in general. I love you. Yeah, dude. What's up? You're a very chill guy. Keep up the great work. Hey. Yeah. No, the guy wasn't hating. He just, I don't know. I don't think he hates me. I just think that he doesn't like the content. Do you like Cashman? Yeah, I like Cashman. I made some videos with him before. What's your favorite card? Favorite card is Magic Archer. Unfortunately, my Magic Archer is overwhelmingly overshadowed by the Firecracker, which is currently the best card in the game right now. And it's not even close. It's funny though, because like sometimes I'll read comments and people will be like, Jake, you don't even know how to play the game. And I'm like, bro, I've played this game so long. And I know that Firecracker is the best card. You can ask all the pros. And it's crazy at like different skill levels though, that people don't agree with that. Like the Firecracker, the river does upwards of 800 damage and it's like guaranteed damage. And there's a lot of people that like look at that and they're like, Jake, you're wrong. Elite Barbarians are better. And then like when I play against Ebarb's Golem, right, like the exact deck that someone said was better, I just spam Firecrackers and they couldn't do anything. It'll be in a video soon, but I just think it's funny that like there's such a difference, you know. You think the Firecracker will get nerfed? I hope so. If they don't, then that would be pretty bad, but we'll have to wait and see. 1997, I never thought you would be, I thought you were younger. We're the same age, my brother. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Unfortunately, I kind of, well, good thing and bad thing, I kind of do have a baby face. Just how it is, man. So I do look a little bit younger than I should. But yeah, I've always looked younger than I should. Like, compared to my friends, I definitely look younger. Does Evolve Firecracker work well with E-Giant? No. I would highly encourage you to run the Evolve Barbarians with E-Giant, or wait for a better evolution with it. Do you suddenly do live gameplays, or do you inform the day before? I don't inform the day before. I just do these every single challenge. So every single challenge or event, you can guarantee that I'll be doing it live the very first day. Unless I say, hey, I am going traveling, I'm seeing my mom, I don't have time, or if the event is like absurdly, ridiculously boring, which doesn't happen very often. Yeah, just something to keep in mind. Most events, you can guarantee that I will be there, and I'll be doing it first. Yo, Siddharth says, happy birthday, Tag's girlfriend. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I'll let her know. I'm an arena fight. Ooh, wait. We gotta focus. This guy's going in. For the first time I've had to focus the entire time, I think. He do be going in though. Mighty Miner's health is pretty nice, so we'll just eat all the damage. Not even click the bomb because it's not gonna give me much. I'm going for a mortar here. He's got Archer Queen, so I guess you could run Archer Queen instead of Mighty Miner. Archer Queen, again, I said it was one of the best champions of the game. You could run Archer Queen and Valkyrie in this deck, and that works as well. Honestly, Valkyrie might be slightly better, but hard to say. Because that's not an evolution. I think we're going to be fine. I should be able to just go in for Goblins here on the Miner, and then Earthquake plus Log if I want. The reason why I think that Hog Rider is infinitely better in this challenge than a Mortar plus Miner Poison is because the Miner Poison doesn't do that much damage, and because you're going to be able to kill your opponent's Mortar with the Earthquake, you have a matchup advantage. If you play against Miner Poison and you've got Hog Rider Earthquake, and you're both running Mortar, you have a huge matchup advantage. If they've got Miner Poison and they've got Inferno Tower or Bomb Tower, that's a different story, that the matchup's a little bit more even then. Anyway, we'll play for, I don't know, one more boost, I guess, and then we'll see what we can do. Is mortar good without evo? Yeah, this deck that I'm currently playing right now, very, very, very good without evolutions. Also, if you guys are enjoying this, make sure to drop a thumbs up on the video. You guys can like it. And if you like it, it goes a long way. It pushes out the video to more people, and it supports me for free. So feel free to if you want to. I also post daily videos at 3 p.m. Eastern, or I live stream. So if you guys want to be a part of that action and you want to be a part of more live streams in the future, whether it's the events, just chilling with me, talking to me, or the other thing, I did shout this out. I actually made the thumbnail already. It's a banger. We are going to be doing a versus viewers live stream this week. So if you guys want to play against me live and also get money to bypass Royale, or, you know, if you don't play Clash Royale, you can just use the money for something else. If you do end up beating me, I will be giving Pass Royale money away via PayPal to anyone that beats me. And you have to be a subscriber. You have to stay notified and join the clan as soon as I start the stream. And that will be later this week. So stay notified for that. You just have to subscribe and have notifications on. And then I'll have a live stream. And then you pop in and you're like, yo, I'll play against you. I'm aiming to have it around, I don't know. I'm hoping that I have it around 3 p.m. Eastern time zone, or the same time as my videos. But I might do it slightly earlier. It will not be later than 3 p.m. Eastern, though. So it could be between 12 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Eastern. I will have that live stream pop up in the next couple days. Probably 2 to 3 days from now. Maybe one day if I'm unlucky, but I think 2 to 3 days. So whenever that happens, stay notified and stay tuned for that. It's a vibe. Would you rather own 50 trains that make you 200K a year? You don't have to do anything, or make the trains make you money, and you just have 12 million right now. No tax, no nothing. Okay, so 200K a year for the rest of your life, or 12 million. I don't think either of those really matter at that point. I think that if you have that amount of money, you're going to be set for life. I would have to do calculations on that. So let me take a look. So 200K, I think that the 12 million right now is probably worth more, especially if you invest it at, so let's do 12 million, 5% a year. Yeah, so 12 million at 5% a year, I would make 600K. So right now, if I just put it in savings accounts, I would definitely like high interest savings accounts. I would make $600,000. Right? Or am I crazy? I might be crazy. But yeah, I think that I think I would be fine, you know. I don't really I think the 12 million would definitely be the right play, but either one of them would work. Oh wait, I'm not really focusing. Well, I just lost what I was thinking. I typed in a calculator in Google. All right, let's make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah. So I would end up making 600,000 a year, right? So it wouldn't be that bad. You're better off investing money on high dividend stocks and ETFs. I just do index funds because I feel like that's the safest bet and it's more diversified. I think dividends end up sometimes depreciating and going down pretty hard. Like, sometimes, yeah, it depends. The dividend stocks do work, right? But for me, I just end up doing high index funds like Vanguard or ITOT. Then that's it. And then I don't really have to think that much. How is Firecracker the best card? Okay, yeah. So if you don't know why it's the best card, that's completely fine. Oh, wow. I'm not really that focused. I'm going to focus up in this game while I talk about why Firecracker is the best card. You can check out my second YouTube channel, which is SirTag, and I talk in depth about why Firecracker is the best card. I made an entire video about it. I baby raged and complained to the point that I made a video talking about a card in the game and how it's ruining the game. Which is probably one of the most childish things I've ever done, but also very, like, I don't know. I wanted to incentivize Clash Royale to nerf it. So you guys can check that out if you want. I've never done that before, and 7 years playing the game, I've never made a video talking about it with just a face cam, no gameplay. I wasn't even trying to like bait anything. Like, nah, it's just like a very real, hey, this is a very broken card. Please nerf this. I'm desperate for a nerf. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. it will break down why I think it's such an OP card. It's on my second YouTube channel called Mortar, so you can search that on YouTube if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to, obviously. Just for that guy, because I don't want to go into 7 minutes of detail when I already have a 7-minute video. As a gymnast, I want Monk. It's so good. Dude, that's so cool. It's pretty relatable, right? You're like, yo, I want to be able to vibe like the Monk. I want to be able to do all the poses he can do. It was pretty funny. Man, that match was so much fun to watch. The one that I threw because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, no. For you guys, is it content when I lose because I mess up and I don't really pay attention? Is that the content y'all want to see? I feel like that's torture for me, bro. I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want to throw games, all right? That's not the type of content I'm going to deliver. I'm going to deliver you dominant W's out here, all right? So I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm going to give you the extra awful content right now of winning this game. Don't mind if I do, all right? All right, we're going to log here so the goblins don't absolutely finesse me. Dude, this guy, he's going in. He's going in right now. Sheesh. All right, poison's out of cycle. That's huge vibes for us. We're going to wait for the Ice Spirit to die because it doesn't lock onto my tower. And then we're going to go in for a mortar here. And the big benefit of our deck, again, I'm going to just say it again. You can just Earthquake on the mortar, and they can't break through your mortar as often. And it's nice because if he goes in for a poison, right, it's not going to be able to do as much value. It's not going to do near as much value as going in for a mortar and then having to Earthquake it, right? He can poison and finish it off potentially. Also, I totally thought my Musketeer was going to go backwards, but I guess not. My mortar's going to lock directly on tower, which is pretty good. And then we can go in for a Musketeer if we need to. I think I can just go in for a Hog Rider and then an Earthquake. Ooh, I just lost. He got it down in time. It's going to target on my tower. Jeez, that Goblin is actually on my tower, right? Or did I kill it? Dude, I'm so confused right now. I'm perplexed and puzzled. I literally lost. But guys, it's okay. It's good content. It's good content. This is what you wanted. A fun match. All right, we're going to jump on to the next one. Mental is shattered, but we'll bounce back. It happens. Love the content. 2 questions first. Do you think that Mighty Miner will get another nerf? Maybe. I think it's still one of the best cards in the game. I think it's actually the best champion in the game. Out of all the evolutions, I think it's the best. Or sorry, out of all the cards that aren't evolutions, I think it's the best. All right, we got to go in for goblins here. If you didn't know, mortar is phenomenal to counter win conditions because you can drop it in the middle and it will also redirect on your opponent's tower at the same time. So that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy playing mortar as a card. I think it's just a phenomenal card to learn how to play. It's one of the best win conditions, and that's why it's played at top level. You guys are wondering, wait, why is this deck so good? You can apply aggression and defend at the same time, which pro players would love to do because they want to maximize their efficiency. They always want to be able to do multiple things and multitask and run circles around opponents. And mortar allows that to happen. So we're going to Earthquake here because we do break through the mortar. The mortar placement was suboptimal from our opponent. Even if he logs, he still gets 1 hit from the hog. Maybe 2. No, it's 2. It's 2. Oh. All right, we're going to go Goblins at the river and Ice Spirit. Reason why I'm doing this is because he doesn't have log and cycle, so it's going to be harder for him to defend this. If he goes Mighty Miner, he might even click the ability. Oh, the Ice Spirit. Wait, that ability was bad. It allowed the Goblins to lock onto the tower, and also his Mighty Miner positioning allowed us to like have the Ice Spirit hit the Mighty Miner and then still hit his tower as well. That Musketeer kites it to the other side, and if he clicks the bomb, then our Musketeer runs away from the bomb. So one thing to consider, if you're ever playing against Mighty Miner or Giant Skeleton, you want to go in for your units here. It will still end up pulling the exact same placement that I did. It still pulls the rest of his Mighty Miner or the Giant Skeleton, but your unit, after it kills the Giant Skeleton that's coming here, or it kills the Mighty Miner that's coming here, and they drop the bomb, your unit's still going to go in the left. It's still going to go here. It's going to run away from the bomb. Bomb's going to be here. Your Mighty Miner counter or Giant Skeleton counter will be here, and it still pulls. So just mimic that placement that I did with the Musketeer. Rewind it if you didn't see it. It'll help you out. All right, we'll go for Musketeer. It's a great way of sniping mortars. As I said before, Archer Queen is preferred if you are playing against a person in this situation. I think that Archer Queen Valkyrie might even be better. But Mighty Miner is so good. I don't know. I like this deck more so in regular gameplay, so that's kind of why I'm playing it right now. All right, we're going to go in for a log. We're going to go in for goblins. We're going to split our goblins early. One of the reasons that I'm doing this is if he goes and clicks the ability and he goes mortar, so if he goes Mighty Miner other side, he'll go directly into goblins, so it really wouldn't make that much sense for him. All right, so yeah, look at this. He's probably going to go and drop some range card, and if he doesn't, we can go for Ice Bear plus goblins. Yeah, so much damage. So another thing to keep in mind, you want to be playing a little bit more aggressively with this deck because you're ending up having the evolution. The mortar evolution is more of a win condition. than it is as a regular card. A regular card, it's more of a defensive and simultaneously aggressive card. But the mortar by itself is a fully fledged win condition when it's evolved. It just does so much damage to the point that it's actually unfair. So from that standpoint, I think that, you know, Clash Royale probably shouldn't allow all these evolutions to be this good. As you guys were asking me, do you think that, you know, the mortar evolution deserves a nerf? Do you think it's overpowered? If Clash Royale wants to allow evolutions to be strong, I would say that mortar is more balanced than the firecracker, so I wouldn't nerf it as hard. If they're not nerfing firecracker, and they're not nerfing royal giant, and they're not nerfing all the evolutions and removing the health, then I wouldn't nerf mortar. But if they were to nerf that, I feel like mortar also does deserve a nerf too. I think that all evolutions deserve a nerf. I would remove all their health, keep the cool mechanics, let it still shoot goblins, just don't give it higher health and a faster attack speed. You know, the cool goblins thing, it still makes it overpowered. It still makes it really strong. You don't need to end up having the overpowered stats. I feel like that's one thing that they've messed up on. We'll see if they do it. And the next balance changes, we'll see what they're thinking. They got to make changes. We'll see if they nerf them a little bit harder or if they decide to wait a little bit longer. I hope they don't wait. We'll have to wait and see. So T-Perm says, hey, Jake, I was curious your opinion. I've hit, I'm coming up on a year of playing CR, and I've hit 7,680 trophies. I've hit Ultimate Champ last season. Is that good? So it is good. If you've played for 1 year and you're at 7,600 trophies, that's really good. And hitting Ultimate Champion first year, that's actually really impressive. That is not something that most people can do. I hate saying this, but also realistically, like, one of the big downsides of Clash Royale, one of the biggest things that I am scared about as a player, you guys can let me know what you think as well. I think it's going to be harder and harder for new players to get integrated into the game. Before, it was pretty simple. Drop cards, no special mechanics, nothing really integrated into the game that was like hard to memorize. Now there's over 100 cards. There's champions that you have to learn the mechanics for. Then you also have to now learn evolutions, and they're adding more complexities to the game. So for me, I love it. But for newer players, I think the game's going to be harder. So if you just came into the game and with only a year playing, and you're beating people that have played for 7+ years and hitting Ultimate Champion, that's really impressive, man. But for everyone else that, you know, might not be at that skill level, that's asking, like, is my skill level good, or is it like something that's really impressive objectively? You should never really compare yourself to other people in any regard. So for everyone, I get this question a lot: is this trophy count good? I answered yours because, you know, yours is actually very objectively impressive for anyone, really. But sometimes people will compare themselves to others, and they'll be like, oh, is this good or is this good? And they'll have someone in the comment section roast the heck out of them. I had someone like say, oh, I hit 6,500 trophies after 4 years playing. I'm like, yo, dude, if you're casual, congratulations. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. Like, I'm happy for you. But then someone in the comment section is like, you absolute scrub. I can't believe you're so bad and you were stuck in this arena for so long. And I'm like, bruh, it's just a casual dude trying to have fun playing the game. Like, don't try to end him right now. Like, not the time to roast someone that's just trying to have fun playing the game. So yeah, I think that, you know, if you're improving and you're having progress and you're just playing the game and you're noticing that you're getting better than you were before, I think that's all that really matters in the long term. I think that's what you should really try to derive enjoyment out of. If you're trying to get enjoyment out of, let's just say, like, you know, being better than everyone else in the game, then you're kind of treating it like a job. Okay, that log was pretty bad. I think I'm dead. That was a really smart play because I had to log back the cannon cart. I really had nothing else. So, yeah, GG. I guess cannon cart, as I said before, really, really good card in this challenge. I also messed up, and I didn't show you guys the person that we beat. So, since, again, these players that I'm playing against are all Ultimate Champion. This guy's Ultimate Champion. This guy's probably Ultimate Champion. Every single one of these guys is pretty good at the game, and we went on a pretty big win streak here. So, well, not counting this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We won 5 games in a row against all Ultimate Champion players. Just shows you that, like, you know, the deck is really good. I lost a couple games here and there, but this deck that the opponent put in, he literally put in an Earthquake and Cannon card. Makes, you know, that deck does work. The deck that he played that I lost to, that's actually a pretty good deck for this challenge very specifically, but it's awful in every other game mode. So for me, if I'm losing in a challenge to that, that's fine. I'm trying to play decks right now that I can also double dip. I want to improve at the game and also kind of, you know, get some enjoyment dominating the challenge with a really good deck as well. So yeah, he hard countered me. He hard countered me really hard there. I should have went opposite lane in that type of matchup. I think I could have won if I went opposite lane. Anyway, let's play a couple more. Let's see what we can do. Huge thank you to everyone that's here, guys. A lot of you guys don't really understand that y'all are making me happy. And seriously, like the community that we have, the positivity, the nice people that we have every day, it makes me really look forward to waking up and loving what I do. So thank you guys for, you know, like making sure that I don't have to work a desk job or do something that I wouldn't enjoy near as much. Like being able to play video games, I'm very blessed. So I want to let you guys know. I do say that quite often through text. I do say that to a lot as well through videos, but I think of that every day whenever I wake up. And I love you guys. What time do you usually start streams? I usually start streams around the same time that I upload so everyone knows when it's happening. But at the same time, I'm doing it a little bit earlier because I woke up earlier and also have a birthday. So doing that. At least someone's enjoying. Yeah, dude, I'm enjoying Clash. I'm having a good time. Gotta love it, you know? Worst and best champion. Worst champion right now has to be Golden Knight. It's only good with Tornado, and it's good with Electro Giant. But it's absolutely awful in every other deck. And you guys, I know, like, I'm going to probably get hate for that, or people are going to be like, haha, you're awful for saying Golden Knight's bad. But it is. You can ask all the pro players. If you ask pro players, it's unanimous. So it's not just my opinion. It's pretty much everyone's. It's the worst card in the game if you're trying to run champions. Also, I dropped my Musketeer on the other side. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it runs or walks away. When the Archer Queen goes invisible, one of the best things you can do is force out the invisibility early. If you snipe the Archer Queen with a Musketeer, or you snipe it with a cannon cart like right here, and then they click the Archer Queen still has to walk, and it has to walk across the river, so then it's wasting its invisibility. I don't know if you guys saw. If you force the invisibility that not near your tower, it's a little bit better. I should drop my Musketeer there, and I could have forced out the ability even earlier. And then my Musketeer would have ran away because the Archer Queen was invisible. It doesn't see anything, so it's not going to just stand there and get hit by the Archer Queen. No, it's going to run away from the Archer Queen. It's just something to consider. Try to snipe Archer Queens from a distance if you can. Since he just dropped his mortar, I think it's in my best interest to go in for Ice Spirit here, go in for our own mortar, and then go in for a Hog Rider. So I'm just going to spam everything that I got. I can eat some damage here. It doesn't really matter that much. Going opposite lane of our opponent is quite nice because if he's going to Earthquake with his Mortar Evolution, then he's not going to be able to hit the tower that he wants. So, just really good. We're able to splash on everything. The Mortar Evolution locks onto the tower, and we walk away with a very dominant W. As you guys can see, this was just an easy win, and yeah, no stress. Nothing but good games and good vibes, and we're going to log him out. So GG. He's going to go in for a Miner, so we're going to go in for Goblins in the back and try to make the prediction on that. And the Mortar might splash on everything, but he's not able to even go in for a Miner. He doesn't want to. He knows that it's forfeit. Do you think that Knight is good? I think Knight is phenomenal. Personally, I love Knight with Graveyard, specifically just because of its high health. It's actually better than Skeleton King right now in the Splash Shard Graveyard deck. Believe it or not. It is actually better than Skeleton King. Pros are preferring Knight instead. Got any good Arena 16 decks? The deck that I'm playing right now is really good in every arena. If you don't end up having Mighty Miner, use Valkyrie instead. No one wants to work a 9 to 5, but we need to because 3 to 5 kids. Wait, let me read that. I agree with that. You know, a lot of times you do have to work and you have to do things that you don't want to do. A lot of people do end up having that situation. And that's part of the reason why I'm so thankful to have what I have. These days, I don't want to be doctors, police. They want to be YouTubers or TikTok famous. That's not productive for society. I disagree with not being productive for society. I think that, you know, entertainment in its own sense is definitely valuable. And, you know, there's a lot of situations where you might discount it or you might not think that it's like a good thing. Actually, I can pull up Roberto Blake's He made an entire post about it. He talked about it. But essentially, entertainment is just very valuable. And I'm speaking from someone that, you know, it was extremely valuable for me when I was in finance and I was doing a real job that, you know, like, definitely does, in my opinion, I think, warrant a little bit, what do I say? A little bit more respect from society. I think that YouTube and also content creation does as well. It's not necessarily one of those things that's like a job like being a teacher, right? If you're a teacher, you're probably going to be like severely underpaid and underrespected. I think that YouTube, for instance, there's a lot of people that are just, you know, doing TikTok, YouTube, not really doing anything with it. And it can be pretty toxic a lot of times. Like there's some TikTok trends and different things that are not good for society. But I think that if you're making someone's day better and they're in a bad time or they're having a tough time, or you're just like making people happier, I think that's a really productive thing for society. Like I didn't want to talk about this, but like I was sick. It was like super sick like 4 or 5 years ago. I really wasn't able to do much for a couple years. Like when I was in college, there was just a point in my life where I wasn't able to do much besides watch a couple streams during the day and then like try to focus on being healthier and getting better. And watching content for me at that point was one thing that I looked forward to every day. And there were some people that were super positive. Like I was watching StarCraft 2 Nathanius every single day on stream. And I just lurked in his chat. He's just so nice, such an awesome person. And it made me happy. And I don't know, it was one of those things that everyone needs to have, that little bit of escape, that little bit of happiness. And sure, you can say that there's other things that fulfill that. Maybe like, you know, if they don't get it from a specific YouTuber or TikToker and it's super saturated, maybe they could get it from someone else. But I don't know. I think very specifically for me, there was nothing that could really replace Nathanius in that situation when I was watching him. So I don't know. I think personally, I disagree with that. There's a lot of other people that say that. The guy who said entertainment isn't important never got a cultural win in the Civilization games. Yeah. That's an S tier take. But hey, I understand. I wrote less because the comment didn't write more. Entertainment is valuable, but most people want to do it now, knowing what I mean. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy content. Yeah, okay, so I agree with that. I agree with, like, there's an oversaturation about it. And, you know, one of the most heartbreaking things for me that actually made me cry, like, a couple years ago, my aunt is, like, a special needs teacher in Florida. I think she's getting paid, I think she's getting paid, like, 30K or 40K. And then you see like a whole bunch of like influencers or TikTokers like flexing like, I don't know, massive amounts of money. And it's like, you know, I feel like there's a massive misallocation of resources and money in society when, you know, someone that's really contributing to society from that standpoint is not, you know, valued as much as they should be. So yeah, so from that standpoint, there's some different jobs that I really wish were valued a little bit more. That's one of those things that I don't know. I want to talk about. I love your content. I love your decks always work and how stupid they look. Proves that you're a very good player. Thanks, man. Also, I want to have more talks like this in the future. I will be talking about things like this more often on my second YouTube channel, SirTag. I haven't had the time to do it, and I don't want to force myself to pump out content daily there. But I want to have talks with you guys. I also don't even know how many views these things are going to get. They'll probably get like 5K views, but I don't care. I want to have talks like that. I think it'll be fun. Also, not everyone can become a content creator, let alone a prominent and successful one. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But the other thing, you know, there's a lot of other things in society. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm sure some of you do, but there's a lot of people that don't. So a lot of people in tech, they make very incremental improvements that things don't necessarily matter. Like, let's say you're working for Meta or working for Facebook. You might be getting paid over $500,000 to improve ads in society. $500,000 a year to be a tech bro that improves ads for Meta. Do you think that you're improving society? Not at all, right? You're making money, and you know there's just a lot of jobs that get paid a lot, and then there's a lot of jobs that just don't get paid a lot. Or so for me, I feel like since I am contributing in society in a certain way, like I think that my job is definitely more beneficial than, you know, doing accounting. It's not necessarily like I'm doing much there. There's a lot of things that I want to do as well in life. I haven't really talked about this, but I have, I think. But yeah, I want to do stuff to improve healthcare in the US and also other places. I do a lot of GoFundMes. I donate a lot to those. But I actually want to make like actual meaningful change the healthcare system, because I think it's just awful in the US. How much you pay for how little and how bad it is, it's just kind of crazy. But yeah, those are some of the things that I was thinking about, or things that I want to do later on. Any bucket list that you have? Yeah, that's like one of the number one things for me. Oh, this guy's just behind me. Guys, can we just ignore that he tornadoed the hog rider closer to his tower, saying, hey, I don't even need that tower health, Jake. He straight up disrespected me on a fundamental level. I don't think I've ever been BM'd to that extent in my life. Sure, I've had people miss a spell in the corner of the map, but I've never purposely had someone pull my unit towards their tower so I could get more damage to flex on me. Oh my gosh. The disrespect there was absolutely insane. I had to highlight that because that was funny as heck. But yeah, that's one of my main goals again. Definitely want to do something with healthcare. And I don't know. We'll see what we do. I also kind of wanted to do stuff with either YouTube or maybe a different company and maybe work with them on a bigger scale. I don't know if I'll be a content creator for the rest of my life. Like, I don't think I will, but I will always create YouTube. Well, actually, I'll probably always want to create YouTube content, but I probably won't do it daily for the rest of my life, obviously. There will be different steps. There will be different things. But will I ever eviscerate myself from the internet? Will I ever not be here? No, I'll always be on YouTube. I'll always be on this YouTube channel in some capacity. It's just a huge part of who I am as a person, and I really love the community that we have here, if you guys are wondering. It's not like I'm just going to get up and leave one day. The Samsung Galaxy is what I use. That's my main phone right now. I actually cracked it. Don't tell Samsung. I dropped it. But it is my phone right now. All right, let's keep going. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, that's really unfortunate. The mortar's going to lock onto my tower. I got an earthquake here. You can't hit the left-hand tower. That mortar placement is always going to get finessed. Should get 2 shots, I think. Maybe 1 if we're really lucky. Nah, it's 2 as expected. All right, so we're going to Ice Spirit here. We get bats from our opponent. We could log plus go in for a Mighty Miner, and that fully counters the Hog Rider here, so you take no damage. Ideally, oh, I didn't drop it fast enough. Wow, I really didn't drop the Mighty Miner fast enough. That's a bit disappointing, not going to lie. So usually you want to go Ice Spirit or log with Mighty Miner to fully counter the Hog Rider. I'm so sad that I messed it up. It is what it is, I guess, but it was pretty funny. All right, we're going to have to go Earthquake here. I think that we still might lose most of our tower. We should be cycling more mortar evolutions. And the reason why you want to cycle more mortars is because the more mortars that you drop, the better the chances of getting to the evolution. And then you're obviously going to get better trades than your opponent. Oh, no. I didn't know if he was going to pre-log, so I wanted to go in for that. Okay, we got the mortar out of cycle, so that's huge. I think we go in for probably a musketeer here, mortar evolution, and then hope he doesn't go in. Ooh, he's dead. Wow, that was the weirdest ooh I've ever done in my life. Don't clip that. You guys aren't allowed to clip that, all right? No one heard that. No one even knows what I just did, all right? That was interesting to say the least. And now I think that this guy is dead. I think we definitely did outplay him here. I got to go in for a mortar because he's going to pre-log or something. So I got to be able to shut that down. Yeah. If I went in for, if I went for goblins, I think I would have lost my tower. So I wanted to play super safe. And we walk away with a win. Let's go, guys. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Clip it? No. No. Y'all did not hear that. Samsung, your sponsor? Asking you because I'm interested. Yeah, I'm sponsored by Samsung. If you take a look, it says Samsung Galaxy. We're also sponsored by AT&T. That is actually the coolest and newest sponsor for us. Getting sponsored by AT&T was massive. It was a huge win for us. But yeah, also, if you guys have any other things that you want to talk about, like, I don't know, I'm here for it. Like that comment about the entertainment thing, I want to have conversations like that because that's stimulating to me. That makes me happy. I don't want to just be like some repetitive person that just plays Clash all day. I want to play Clash. I love it. But at the same time, I want to talk to you guys. And that's, you know, on my videos, on my YouTube videos, I'm not going to do that. But on my live streams, I will. If you guys don't like when I talk and I, you know, have these conversations, just go to my videos. And there's no harm in that. You guys can just watch my videos the entire time. But if you like talking to me as a person, y'all can always be a part of the streams. And you can know that, hey, I'm not just a robot that says assert dominance and plays video games, you know? I'm actually a person too, believe it or not. All right, let's get back to business here. Can I defend this or not? I think if we play this perfectly, there's a chance. Wait, did I stop myself from activating King Tower? Okay. Well, I activated King Tower, but now I'm dead. Mission failed successfully. Where is it? Okay, one sec. This is the face of disappointment. This is the face of failure. Oh man. Well, at least some of my hair isn't like sticking out like crazy like normal. Oh, there's one. There's one little strand. I was like, I woke up. This is too good to be true that my hair is like not a complete mess. But yeah, face of failure. All right, let's play one more. Let's end on a win, all right? We're gonna end on a win here. Were you born in 1996? No, I was not born in 1996. If I could be 18 again and retain your knowledge that you do right now, what would you do to live your life differently? There's probably a lot of things I'd do different. I think that one of the main things that I would do is I would change the way that I spent my time. I would probably spend more time with my family and really try to cherish it, because when you're younger, you're like, oh, time with family is forever. But then you know, get more responsibilities in life. People drift apart because, you know, my sister now has to be in South Carolina because that's where her job is. My brother has to be on Martha's Vineyard. I choose to be in Seattle because that's where I wanted to be with my girlfriend. But we're not really close together. It's not easy to see everyone. So I would have definitely cherished the time that I had more with them. Also, one of my biggest regrets that I had in life is I tried to just stay connected with too many people when I was younger. I think I said this before, but if you try to have too many friendships with too many people, you're going to really dilute your friendships and the quality of the time that you spend with people. You try to be friends with too many, then you're not going to have as much time to spend with the people that really do matter. Whether that's with friends that you really, really care about, or doing things that you actually want to do. But yeah, I think I was just too wanting to like meet new people and just be like, yo, I have a lot of numbers in my phone. I'm texting a lot of people. I thought that was super cool. I thought it was like an ultimate flex in my cringy 18-year-old self to have my phone blast every 5 seconds with a different dude that wants to work out or play tennis with me, a different girl, or just someone that I could Snapchat and have fun and be like connected with. It was just like, it was really cringe. And I think that was one of those things that I look back and I'm like, wow, I wasted a lot of time with people that I don't talk to or I didn't really gain anything from. You know, like those interactions, I didn't really gain much from it. It's not like I learned from anything. But at least it was fun to interact with them in the moment. But I do feel like I wasted a bunch of time and I could have had more meaningful connections then. But it is what it is, you know? And I don't really live life with regrets from that perspective. One of the main things that I try to do, I know it's really, really corny. I try to have a little bit, sometimes some adages in my head. One of them that I try to live by is worries poison the present, because if I think too much about things that, you know, I can't really change, or things that are going to happen later on, it's not necessarily a good thing. Also, I think that this guy literally built a deck to counter my Hog Rider deck, because he's running Mini P.E.K.K.A with Monk and Earthquake. So in this matchup, as I said before, you want to go opposite lane, so then after they drop a cannon card and stuff, then they're not going to get it in the same side. So I lost this one basically based off matchup, but I think I could have played better. Just in case you guys are wondering, you're supposed to go opposite side. Okay, that's still going to... Wait. Can we maybe do something here? You want to go opposite side as much as you possibly can, because if you continue to go same side, you're going to lose. There's no way that you win this matchup if you go same side. It's actually definitely impossible then. Wait. Yeah, I think he might just try to Earthquake cycle me, which if he gets a cannon card down, that's scary, but if not... Yeah, if I went opposite side, I bet you I would have won this, actually. Like, no cap, I bet you I do a ton of damage right now, and I bet you I would have done way more. Wait, maybe I can do this. Oh, he saved his mini packet. Yeah, these guys are Ultimate Champion players. In the regular challenge, I bet you this guy would have messed up and let me win. But since he's around my skill level, he's not going to do something stupid. So we're going to play one more game after this. Just to keep this in mind, if you do want to play in this very specific challenge, you could hypothetically just run like something like this. And I'll show his deck afterward. If you are just playing into our deck, you could do this. It's harder to do because you don't really have a real win condition, and you're just winning with mortars, and you're just defending the entire time. So if you do mess up a mortar or something, you will lose. But if you're at my skill level or this guy's skill level, and you just play defensive the entire time with like cannon cards and mini P.E.K.K.A.s, you'll probably win against my deck specifically. I'll show his deck again. If you really want to be higher skill level, you can do this. But I'm trying to stay away from decks that don't have win conditions, that are not very fun to play, that aren't applicable to multiple different things. This is a great deck to play if you just want to play this challenge and just play defense the entire time. But number one, it's going to take longer. Number two, you might mess up and lose. And number three, it's not as fun because, you know, you're not really having a real win condition. What's your gym routine? I really don't have a good gym routine. Right now, I'm just forcing myself to go and just trying to work out. SirTag is a good person when he shares his inner thoughts, man. Well, yeah, I try to be as open as possible because the way that I see it is if I'm not really myself and I'm not really talking to y'all about like what I'm feeling, what I'm doing, what I think, then it's pretty impossible for me to enjoy this. And I want to be able to do content long term. I want to do something the way that I like it. That's why my content exactly is the way I enjoy as well. For my YouTube channel, my videos, I actually enjoy watching my own videos. Like, I love watching them. After seeing what my editors do, I vibe with that. So that's huge for me. Also, I went in for a mighty miner in the back, so I got the faster cycle. And when it tanks for your opponent's building or whatever your opponent's dropping, it's generally really cool because the mighty miner will give you a lot of health, so then the hog rider is not going to get targeted. And since the hog rider doesn't get targeted, then your hog rider is able to do a lot more damage. Mighty miner is one of the best tanks for hog rider because when you push it and then the bomb explodes on the tower, it's funny. Number 2, it's got high health. And then like number 3, the explosion on units as well is also pretty good as well. It doesn't have to just explode on the tower. It can go and bombard your opponent's stuff. Like also, the goblins on the right, they're just going to die to the tower, so it's not going to be an issue at all. How do you get over a breakup? I don't really know what to do, says Alex. Yeah, dude, I've been through a couple breakups in my life. Number one thing is just start to do things that make you happy as a person individually. A lot of times when people are in relationships, they get super, at least for me, what I did when I was younger very specifically is like, got super dependent on that relationship. I didn't have things that I could do by myself that were fun for me intrinsically. So like, for instance, right now, if I went through a breakup, I'd be in a much better spot than I was before because I have things like I can play Clash Royale, I can create content, I can go to the gym, I can get satisfaction from that. I have tennis buddies that, you know, I don't have, you know, romantic relationships with, so there's nothing that can really go wrong there. Building things that into your life that you can depend on regardless as, you know, just yourself, super, super important. So you need to start developing those hobbies or those things, and then you'll be in a much better place in life. I think that that's one of the key things that a lot of people need to focus. And even more so than being in a relationship, you got to be happier by yourself. You got to be, or not happier by yourself, but you have to be happy by yourself before you can successfully be in a relationship. Otherwise, I think sometimes people are too clingy or too dependent on others. Or after they get out of relationships, it's just not healthy. But at the same time, it takes time to heal, and you need to take time to yourself and do things that you enjoy. So for instance, if you are really struggling right now and you're not feeling good and you're sad, listen to that. It's okay. It's okay to be sad, man. It's okay to be sad. Everyone should be a little bit sad if you actually care about the person who you break up. Anyway, we're gonna go for a hog rider here. We're probably gonna win this, right? Pre-log. Nice. Ice Spirit. Mortar Evolution. Hog rider doesn't get a hit, but it's all good. Mortar does. Massive mess up from our opponent. Great log from him. That was super smart. And now he doesn't have that in cycle, and I think we can go finish off the spam here. Go for a hog rider. Man, I'm playing like a madman. Oh. Well. Honestly, I'm playing like a madman, and I made him mad. That was it. That was pure skill. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. In the chat, guys, pure skill or nah. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Am I a skilled individual or am I a lucky, sinister sir? I gotta know because I don't know. And if you don't know, I should know. Please, just give me the damage, bruh. One hog rider hammer hit. We hammer it down and we made a massive comeback. To be real with y'all, I thought that I would break through and do more damage with my hog rider earthquakes. But if you apply pressure, as you guys can see, even if they're up damage, the hog rider earthquake just forces out so much, and it's got comeback potential. Where minor poison, it has to be ahead the entire match. It just doesn't work that well. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. I'll see y'all later. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, all right? You really give such good advice. I try to, man. I just try to give you guys advice from my experiences in my life, you know? Whenever you guys are feeling something or you want to talk about something in the chat, always hit me up. And even in the comment section, I try to read every single comment. I won't be able to respond to everything, but I love talking to you guys. So let me know down in the comment section if you guys have anything to talk about. If you guys want to just, even about the challenge, let me know. or any of the things that we talked about previously. I'll be reading all the comments. Also, check out the pinned comment for a full video on the best mortar deck in the game. This is the best evolved mortar deck. Use Valkyrie instead of Mighty Miner. There will be a full video against me versus top 200 players in the world, and I beat some of them, and I break down why this deck is so strong. So check out the pinned comment for a full video if you guys haven't seen it already. The best Mortar Evolution deck. Anyway, I'll be live for the challenge when it does go live. I'm super stoked and excited for that. Subscribe if you guys want to stay connected for more daily videos. Subscribe if you want to be a part of the Jake versus viewers. And if you beat me, you get past Royale. That'll be coming up in the next couple days. I love you. Stay tuned and stay connected. And no matter when you're watching, no matter where you're watching, I'll see you guys in the future. I'll see you later. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I love saying that. No matter when you're watching, no matter where you're watching, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I don't know. I think it's just, I want to wish you guys a good day because, I don't know. I think in YouTube videos, a lot of times when I say that, you don't get to see me as a person. And it's just like, he's just repeating the same thing and it just kind of blends in. So I try to say something different at the end of live streams because, I don't know. It's just, I feel like more of a person instead of like a robot.